we have a new segment that we're probably going to be doing each and every week with our guy here. And it's because he knows so much. And also, he has a way of explaining things that are no BS. Or are they? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to BS or No BS with BA. Okay, what we're going to do is put some statements up here. And BA is going to tell us if the statement is BS or no BS. Pretty easy segment here.
Yeah.
Let's start with the first one here. Micah Parsons is worth 2 first-round picks. Is that BS or no BS, BA?
That's no bullshit, brother. He's the best game wrecker in the game right now.
Okay, so you agree with that?
I'm giving 2 plus maybe a fifth.
We all thought it was going to be a lot more than just 2 first rounds.
I was shocked this was all it was.
How come that's always the case, it feels like, whenever a player gets traded? It's always for something much smaller than we expect. I think Randy Moss was traded for a 4th rounder at one point, and I remember reacting in a way like, Randy Moss is only worth a 4th rounder? Why does it always feel like they go for a little bit less, especially if it's not right before draft time? And Micah Parsons, do you think there was a little personal stuff that got in the way and why it was only 2 first rounders?
Yeah, I think this was a deal that was going to be done because of what was happening with the negotiations.
You think Jerry just wanted a deal done?
Let's get it out of here. They got Kenny Clark. They got to stop the Eagles. They got to beat the Eagles. I agree with Jerry saying we got to stop the run. Micah probably could do that a little bit. I know if they go to 3rd down, he's going to win. So get him in 3rd down. But I think in Green Bay now, he would be a true game wrecker versus the Vikings. The teams that are throwing the ball in the NFC North. I think it's great for the Packers. I think it's good for the Cowboys.
I think it's good for both parties. I think it's great for us. Dallas Cowboys traded Micah Parsons in the middle of the Dallas documentary marketing. Jerry.
That's why.
Always cooking. All right, let's go to the next statement, shall we? Shoddy will be a good head coach because his dad was a good head coach. Is that definite? Is that BS or no BS, BA?
I think that's total BS.
Okay, well, no. What are you talking about?
Because I think Scotty would be a good head coach because he's Shoddy. He's an offensive guy, first of all. His dad was ultimate defensive coach. I worked for his dad and coached the running backs. And my son and Shoddy were ball boys together. But I think he'll be a hell of a head coach. But he's been around really good ones. He saw it since he was this tall. He knows how to do it. He's got his own philosophy. And, being an offensive guy is totally different than being a defensive guy as a head coach. And Tom Brady was the first one to tell me that. I was the first head coach that was ever an offensive guy for Tom. And I think Brian will do a hell of a job.
What's the difference? What did Tom say? Just the focus being more offensive as opposed to defense wanting to win in practices and such?
1:10 left at the half. We're winning by 7. We're just going to run it out, right? Hell no, bro. We're going to go score.
Got it.
Let's go.
Yeah. Offense coordinator, yeah.
We get the ball back, start the second. Let's go score, and let's score again.
There's a lot of biscuits out there to get. That might be a part of this entire thing. All right, let's go with the next one, shall we?
Yeah, speaking of Tom Brady, Bruce, Tom Brady says Aaron Rodgers is the best ball thrower of all time. Is that BS or no BS, BA?
That's a little BS because Aaron can spin it. But nobody can spin it better than Dan Marino. I'm a little more biased toward Johnny Unitas. I'm a little older. I thought he was the greatest passer of all time.
Okay, so Johnny Unitas, because of how old you were whenever you saw it, like, for instance, there's a nostalgia thing with Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan changed basketball so much. But when we were watching The Last Dance, people that didn't watch the NBA back then were like, okay, obviously basketball was at a much different spot before Michael Jordan and then after Michael Jordan. Was Johnny Unitas a trailblazer with how he threw the ball, like Ray Guy was with punting, for instance?
Oh, yeah.
Ray Guy started turning those things over, and it was like, what is this guy?
Yeah.
Now everybody does that. But is that the same thing you're thinking for Johnny Unitas, or was it just like elite ball throwing ability?
He was just a great passer of the football. And there's one thing is throwing the football and passing the football. It's different. Passers don't necessarily have great velocity. They have great accuracy. Joe Montana didn't have great velocity. Just super accurate, on time, knew where he was going all the time. But for me, I have to say Danny Marino.
Pittsburgh guy. I'm okay with you saying that. Pittsburgh Italian guy getting after it. His quick release was obviously what everybody chats about, but what else was it?
Everything. He had velocity. He had accuracy. When I first started coaching, I backed up Don Strock in college, and he's down there with the Dolphins, and I go down to practice. And I was like, holy shit, this guy's better than I thought he was. Because Don could spit. Don led the nation in passing in college, and we played 7 games in the rain at Virginia Tech. And so it's like,
this guy's battling Mother Nature.
Oh, dude.
And he was doing great.
Yeah, and then it's like, what, I thought Don was great. And I see Danny. I say, ooh, it's a different level.
Okay, so Aaron Rodgers is in the conversation.
Oh, he's in the
guys.
conversation because I think Aaron can throw it any different way he wants to throw it. And he's got that little flick that's just so special. Jordan Love kind of copied it, and Jordan's getting pretty daggone good too. But,
What do you think about Aaron with the Pittsburgh Steelers? Obviously, you know the Pittsburgh Steelers very well.
Yeah, it's an upgrade. It's an upgrade for me. I just, they better protect him. They better protect him. They didn't protect Russell. They better protect him.
You're worried about that offensive line, it sounds like.
He's young.
Let's go to one half of the Hammer Don Cowboys over in Hammer Don. Ladies and gentlemen, AP Tone. AP Tone, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you.
How you guys doing? Doing good.
Hey, he said Aaron Rodgers needs to be protected or it doesn't matter who's playing quarterback. That's basically what you just said right there, B.A.?
Exactly.
Yeah, it's an upgrade, certainly, but if we can't protect him, who cares? Is what B.A. just said.
Coach is not wrong. That is the number one concern going into the season with the whole team. But last year's number one pick for the Steelers, Troy Fautanu, who was hurt most of last year but looked great. He's back at right tackle. Broderick Jones is back at left tackle where he belongs. Frazier's at center, and then they got two guards. McCormick was a rookie last year, so they're very young. They're all 1 year older. They're talented. But the thing with Aaron is too, like, he's, at least how I feel, he's gonna get them in the right looks. Like he is going to check into the right play always and forever. So I feel like just Aaron being back there, no disrespect to Russ, and it's not like Russ wasn't a veteran quarterback, but I just trust Aaron to always make the right decision, and Aaron knows that. So I feel like Aaron and Artie Smith are going to have a plan for that.
Hey, do you agree with what he just said there? You think getting in the right position helps, and will Artie Smith understand that maybe the offensive line isn't having Can you play call out of a bad offensive line?
We've had a bunch of injuries in the past. We knew who we had to protect. Go back to Andrew's rookie year.
Oh, yeah.
Who got hurt? McGlynn and AQ got to go and block Sue. Let's give him a little help. But I'll tell you what, Q blocked his ass the whole game.
Yes, he certainly did. And then he got a job for the next 10 years because of it. And that's certainly a reason why AQ, absolute dog. Yeah, had to do it. Had the opportunity. Had to get those short little arms, 29 inches. Had to get those things out there before just getting eaten alive. I appreciate the fact, though, that right now, Steelers fans feel as if they can win a Super Bowl. And I think that's a good thing to have before the season, right, Tone?
Yes, absolutely, 100%.
Okay, now I don't know if everybody else feels that way, especially with how stacked the AFC is, but making that move and all the other moves that they made, they paid DK Metcalf $30 million a year. He's never been a Steeler before. They bring in Jalen, they pay him. Jonnu Smith, they bring him in. Darius Slay, they bring him in. Feels like the Steelers are going all in. Very abnormal for how the Steelers have always been run. But Mike Tomlin and Omar Khan making these massive plays, they obviously want to go win a damn thing. They want to bring seven into that building.
I think Omar's doing a great job, and yeah, they're all in. There's no doubt about it. They put a lot of cash out there. Some older players, some veteran players, and proof is always in the pudding. They got a tough ass division. I mean, they got to face Burrow twice. That ain't easy.
Lamar
twice.
Lamar has not been brought up by Joe Montana. I thought Lamar was going to be, for sure.
For sure.
Like, as Joe was, I was like, definitely going to be picking Lamar here. Josh Allen, okay. Joey Burrows, probably because they get a lot of similarities, I assume.
A lot of similarities.
A lot of conversation about those two.
Cool Joes.
Being similar.
Yeah.
And then Justin Herbert coming out of nowhere, it was like, hey.
That was the one that surprised me. And he should be there.
Big.
Oh, he's got it all.
What happens? Just.
It's all the pieces around you, brother. I mean, quarterbacks get the blame and they get all the credit. Mm-hmm. Brady played all those years. He had a great defense, and Bill put players around him. Peyton, same thing. We started out really bad, and we started putting up players on defense and build that whole thing. And
You're saying it's a team sport?
Huh. Yes, that's the beauty of the game.
We got about 10 seconds for this last one.
Yeah, a lot of people saying that any QB can play and play well in Kevin O'Connell's offense for the Vikings. Is that BS or no BS, BA?
I would say it's BS because I probably couldn't.
All right, that's BS or no BS. The last one, the actual last one, and this is a quick, nope, go to the next one, please. Can you not risk it and still get the biscuit?
Hell no.
Okay, yeah, you got to risk it. Got to risk it to
total
get the
bullshit.
biscuit. Yeah.